Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. So today is Sunday. So we went to, David and I went to go do the side job with my ex-coworker. We got rained out yesterday, and it's not raining today, so we was gonna go tear it off today, and she couldn't get the material. So it's gonna have to wait till next weekend. And then I got a notification that the wheel bearings and the outer tie rods are going to be delivered today through FedEx. So that's the last two things I'm waiting on. So I'm going to go ahead, since I have the day free, I'm going to go ahead and get the jack and the tools out of the shed. Get this thing jacked up and on 4 jack stands. And start getting her torn apart. And then I'll bring all the struts and the control arms and everything out of the room and bring it all out here, and I'll have everything out here so I can go ahead and start getting everything replaced. So yeah, so I'm gonna get to it and get these tools and this jack out of the shed and get this thing in the air and give you guys another update. Alright y'all, so I've got the car up on jack stands. I've got all 4 wheels and tires off the car. So the 2 that were on the front still look really good. They've only been on the front for like a week, but they look good. The ones that were on the back that used to be on the front, they're kind of bald on the insides because the alignment was shit. And then I was missing a subframe bolt, and then tie rods went bad, and ball joint went bad, wheel bearing went bad, so a lot of parts went bad pretty quick. Yeah, and then this one, it's not any better. It's got some strings showing in a couple spots on this one. So definitely need to get a couple tires. It's like $208 for 2 tires, so I might go ahead and just order them. But I mean, they wouldn't be here for a few days, and then I still have to go have them put on. But I think for now it'll be okay, and I can go ahead and just get everything, the control arms, all 4 struts, the outer tie rods, the rear control arms and trailing arms, and the axles, just get everything swapped around. And then I'll still have the 2 good tires on the front, and then I'll go ahead and order those other 2, and whenever they come in I'll have those put on the back. I need to go get alignment like ASAP after I get this done. So I guess I'm gonna bust into this toolbox and start getting this all torn apart and get all 4 of these struts out of here, which means I've got to pull out my strut tower bar. I guess I could leave it up there, it's gonna fall out. But yeah, I've got to get these strut bolts out, so I've got to get some stuff disassembled, and I'll keep you guys updated, so y'all stay tuned. Okay, so one thing I wanted to do is roll these fenders. So I just took the hammer and just started tapping it and tapping it. I cracked the paint a little bit right there, but it's alright. I mean, it already needs repainted anyway, so not that big of a deal. As long as if I'm gonna go spend $200 something on 2 brand new tires, and then go spend another 40 or 50 bucks having them mounted and balanced and everything, I don't want to just hit a bump and go and eat the sides off like it has been the other tires. So that took me about not even 10 minutes to do this side in the passenger rear. So now I'm gonna go around and do the other side and get the driver rear done, so that way at least it's not eating up my tires anymore when I hit bumps. And then I'm gonna start getting all these old struts and everything, wheel bearings out, axles, just getting everything torn apart. So I'm gonna get this other side done, and then I'll give you guys another update. Alright guys, here's on the driver's side. Here's a really good example. You can see right where my tire rubs, and you can see how much of a sharp angle that is. So yeah, we're gonna fix that today. So yeah, I just need to go from about right in here, so it's about right here, over to right here where the bumper connects. So it's a good little 12, 14 inches, something like that. But yeah, so I'm going to get this side done and give you guys another update. Alright, y'all. So not completely torn apart yet, but I've got both the front struts out. I've got both of the wheel bearings out. This one was still good on the driver's side. The junk passenger one's over there. Just got both of the axles out. The axle on this side, this is that cheap eBay one that I was talking about in the last video, or one of the last videos. But yeah, there's a piece in there. Yeah, that shit's broke. So that's like a couple months old, brand new axle. But that's okay. That's why I got more brand new ones. So yeah, making some good progress. I've still got to get both the outer tie rods undone. I've got to get these sway bar links disconnected so I can remove both of the lower control arms. And I just got to undo these clamps and cut that zip tie off the lower control arm on this side. The other side's already all disconnected and pulled out. I've got the wire tucked back up here. So yeah, you can tell both of the outers, like this one's still tight, but the boots are just destroyed on them. And then this ball joint was fine until I had to use the pickle fork. It's still kind of tight, but I figured if anything, these rivets can be drilled out and you can get new ball joints and put in there. The poly bushings are still fine, so like the control arms themselves are still good. It just needs new ball joints. So I'm not going to throw these away. I'm going to save these because they're still good, usable. I just want the brand new shit because I just bought everything. So, but yeah, haven't really made any progress on the rears. You know, still got to get the rear struts off. But everything up front is almost disconnected. I just got the outer tie rods and these lower control arms. So I'm going to keep working, staying busy, and get all this shit disconnected. Hopefully the new wheel bearings and outer tie rods show up here soon. It says they're out for delivery on the FedEx truck, so just waiting for them to get here. Yeah, I'm going to keep getting this torn apart, and I'll give you guys another update here shortly. Alright, y'all, so I've got both of the front lower control arms out. Everything is all disconnected. Everything's out sitting over there, except for the bad wheel bearings right there. But yeah, everything is out on both sides. So I'm literally just waiting for the new wheel bearings and the outer tie rods to get here. And the knuckles were kind of dirty and greasy, so I just tossed them in here. They've been in here for about 15 minutes or so. You can just see how nasty they are. But yeah, I'm going to let them sit in here for a little bit in this purple power. And then I'm going to get the power washer out, and I'm just going to power wash the knuckles off. And I'm going to go ahead and just power wash everything in here. And David's going to bring me some engine degreaser. So I'm going to spray everything down with some engine degreaser. And then power wash everything. And power wash the knuckles. And then I'll be able to start putting everything back together. And get her looking like a car again. So I guess while I'm waiting for David to get here with the engine degreaser. And I'm still waiting for FedEx to get here with the new front wheel bearings. So I guess I'm going to start pulling these rear struts off. And some of this rear suspension. And I'm pretty sure that these rear control arms here, these don't look horrible. But I have brand new ones. But I'm pretty sure to get these out, I have to drop the rear end. Because the bolts for that side, I guess I could have got those, swapped those while I had the tank out, but yeah, that's the only other way. And those bolts aren't going to come out because they're going to hit that trunk, the spare tire divot. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to drop the rear end out to get all these out and swapped around. So that's going to be a lot of work, a major pain in the ass. And then I found out that the rear trailing arms I had I forgot I put them on the 06, so I don't even have those new TRQ rear trailing arms. So I got back on eBay and I bought a brand new set of BMR rear trailing arms. It was like $171 with shipping and tax and everything. So, but I got both rear BMR rear trailing arms on the way now. So I'll have all brand new everything. But yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna work on this rear, get these rear struts out, and start getting this rear end apart. And I'll give you guys another update here shortly. Alright, y'all, so figured this would be a good time to show my strut towers. Fronts look great. I got the driver's side rear out. Looks brand new, minty fresh. I still haven't got the passenger side rear one out, but it's coming. But yeah, other than that, it looks great up in there too. So, but yeah, I'm about to get this one out. I gotta disconnect this sway bar link, then I gotta take the caliper off so I can get to the strut to knuckle bolts. And then if you pop open the back door and you fold your seat down, you can just look right here and bam, you got your 3 15mm, one right here, one right there, and one over there. I did the same thing right there. Got that side out. Now I just got to get this side out. Only thing is I got a battery a little bit in my way now. Say like 99% of you guys aren't going to have a battery sitting back here, so y'all won't have that in your way. But yeah, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, pretty easy job. So it's definitely coming along though. So I'm still waiting for FedEx to get here with the wheel bearings and the tie rods. I've already seen the mailman go by, and I've already seen UPS go by. So FedEx should be here anytime. So I'm gonna keep working on the passenger side and get that other rear strut out, and then once I have everything off the car, then I'll bring out all the new stuff and start getting everything reassembled. So y'all give me a few. I'm gonna get this other rear strut out, and then I'll give you guys another update. Alright y'all, so pretty much all the old shit is out. I've got everything sprayed down with engine degreaser and power washed off. I got so much dirt and grime and just crap off of the car, it's ridiculous. Like up here in this wheel well, this shit was just black, just caked with grease and grime and a bunch of grease from the axle. The caliper was damn near black. Like you still see a little spot there that didn't get cleaned that good, but it's now bright red. There's just so much gunk came off of all this. It even started stripping that silver paint off the transmission. I painted the trans. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So I'm still waiting for the wheel bearings and the outer tie rods. But now that everything on all four corners has been sprayed out and is cleaned, then I'm going to go ahead and start putting all the new stuff back on. I've got to get the rear struts in here. I guess I'm not going to do the lower control arms and stuff because I don't have the time to drop this rear end out of here right now. I've got to have this thing back together and running and driving tonight so we can ride to work tomorrow, because this is what we've been taking to work. So this thing has to be going tonight. So I'm going to, I guess, pop open these new struts and get these rear struts set back up in here and start getting those bolted back into place, and get the lower control arms on the front and the axles and start getting the front end put back together. I power washed off the knuckles after I let them soak in the degreaser for a good 30 minutes. So I just got to start getting stuff put back together, and then I'm also going to have to make a run over to the storage because I need the rear brake pads, because these are just, they're toast. They're done. There's a little bit on there, but I don't want to put it together to have to take it back apart again. So, fuck it. Need to go get the rear brake pads and probably a couple other things as well. But for now, I'm going to try to make as much progress as I can. So, I'm going to keep working on this, and I'll give you guys another update here shortly. Alright, you guys. So everything is off we started getting some of the new stuff on. So we got the lower control arms are on. I've just got to tighten down all the bolts. It's just on there loosely. I've got the knuckles just set on there. They're not tightened down yet. So I'm going to cut these zip ties and let these brake calipers down and sit down here. So we can go ahead and pop open the two front struts. I'm pretty sure these are the fronts and the longer ones are the rears. So I'm going to start popping some of these struts open and start getting some of this stuff in here. So I guess we're going to do a little unboxing here and pop some of these open and see what these look like. Yeah, so I've never had this brand of struts before. Looks nice. Nice. So that definitely is a rear.
Got a nice bump stop.
That looks really nice. Compared to the KYBs, they just got destroyed on the boots. So, well, there's a rear. Guess let's go ahead and pop open a front. I've already popped open. This is the passenger side axle. It looks really nice, really good quality. So, let's grab one of these fronts. Get one of these front ones opened up. See how this front goes. Nice. Oh, that's really nice. Heck yeah. So that one's gonna go right in there. This is going to be nice. This thing's going to ride so much better with all this on here. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm not doing the rear control arms or anything today. This is the driver's side axle. Oh yeah, so I'm going to keep working on her and get all this stuff installed in here, get this these calipers zip ties cut off so I can get these struts bolted up into place. And I guess I'm gonna do the driver's side first, front and rear, and then I'll go over to the passenger side and do front and rear. So y'all give me a few and I'll give you guys another update. Alright, so the wheel bearings just showed up from FedEx. So I got both wheel bearings and both outer tie rods. So I'm pretty stoked on that. So I'm gonna keep working on this. I've almost got the front strut installed. I just got to get a couple more nuts on there, get them tightened down. Got the axle in, lower control arms on. It's getting close. It's getting very close. So I keep working on her, and I'll give you guys another update once I make some more progress. Alright, you guys, so we've got the driver front is all back together, minus the splash guard that goes right there. And then the rear is back together, other than the brake pads. I've got to make a run over to the storage and get the brake pads and a couple other things. And I've still got to get the rear strut on this side, but I've got the other front right here. I've already got the axle in and the control arm on. I've got this bolt tightened down, but I've still got to tighten down that one. Yeah, I'm about to get this strut bolted in, and then I've got the knuckle and the wheel bearing already all assembled over here. So we ready to go. Now that I just got to slide the axle into the wheel bearing, set that onto the ball joint. But I want to throw the strut in before I do that. But yeah, and then just the outer tie rod, and I had to adjust it a little. I had to adjust the one on the driver's side. Yeah, man, look, this cleaned up so nice. So much better than what it was. Yeah, so I'm going to keep working on her, and I'll give you guys another update. Alright, y'all, so I've got both sides. Front is all complete. Everything's tight. I need to grease the outer tie rods. I've got to go over to the storage and get the rear brake pads. I've got to grab the grease gun. I'm trying to think. I think there's something else that I need to grab too, but I don't know. Maybe I'll think of it on the way over there. But yeah, Garrett's gonna give me a ride in the 06. I get to see my old daily again. I get to ride in the passenger seat this time.
You can drive it.
Oh no, that's all good. But yeah, so I got this side done. It's ready to get the wheel bolted back on. I got the driver's side done. It's ready to get its wheel bolted back on. But it's there. So I gotta pick up all my tools and shit so we can run over to the storage. And then probably just bolt these front wheels back on so they're on and out of the way. And then I just gotta get the rear brake pads on this side. And I still got one more rear strut I gotta install. But I'll get it done. So y'all stay tuned and I'll give you guys another update whenever I get back from the storage. Alright you guys, so it's 7:15. We made it back from the storage. So I got the brake pads and my brake caliper compressor kit. I've already got the driver's side rear brake pads on. It's all together. I just got to get the wheel on. And I've still got to open up that last strut, get that strut bolted in here, and get everything hooked up over here, get the brakes on. And then I'll be able to get both the rear wheels on. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to adjust these tie rods just a little bit, but I try to get them as straight as possible. But it's almost there. She's coming along. So I'm going to keep working and I'll give you guys another update. Alright, you guys. So the car is on the ground. All four wheels and tires are bolted on, been torqued down, got all the center caps on. Made sure everything was tight. This tire is a little bit low. I need to add air to it. But Garrett and I just went for a ride. He's been over here hanging out. He wanted to ride in the car. He just admires this one, the build. So he wants to supercharge swap the black car, the 06. So he's wanting to buy that other Gen 5 supercharger and the heads and all the stuff that I have accumulated for the 06. So that's going to be another project that happens on the channel. He wants to build his up to similar, something like this. But yeah, he wanted to ride in it. So we went for a ride and the steering wheel is straight, even with just an eyeball alignment. I'm still going to go get an actual alignment. But the car rides good. It stops great. Don't hear any weird noises. No clunking or nothing. Like, the struts ride awesome. So I'm very happy with it for what I've got in the car and what I spent on all the parts. It definitely improved the ride quality of the car and the handling. And once I get an actual real alignment, it'll be way better with the handling. So I'm stoked. I'm excited. I'm happy with it. So that is everything for now. Like I said, I still have to drop that rear end and do those rear control arms, all four. And then I ordered the BMR rear trailing arms, so those will be here in like 8 or 10 days. So whenever those come in, then I'll drop the rear end and just do all 6 of them at the same time and do the rear end. But for now, I made a lot of progress today. I'm super stoked. I did forget to put my splash guard back in right there, so I might get a little wet over there, but not a big deal. And I need to find the one for this side because there's not one on this side at all. And I know it comes with one, I just don't know where it's at. But yeah, I need to get a couple splash guards and get those put in there. And I need to get out the grinder. I need to try to cut up that undercarriage piece so I can get that fit on there around that front mount heat exchanger. And then I need to order the 2 new rear tires because those are already bald and got strings showing and that's not safe. So I need to get those replaced here pretty quickly. And then this front one keeps going low for some reason. Like every couple days I gotta air it up. I lose like 10 pounds a day. Lose 20 pounds every 2 days. But I don't know, lots of good progress. So I think that's going to be it for this video, you guys. So like the video if you like the video. Leave me a comment down below. And hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you don't miss out on any of the future videos like the rear suspension. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. So y'all have a good night.